Greetings and salutations, Zube here. I'm going to be doing a collective reading or random reading for some asshole. And whatever your situation is, it must be complicated because this is like my 5th attempt to do this because I'm really fighting with the lighting situation where I am. Anyway, if you are interested in a personal reading, my information is down below. I do astrology or tarot. This is a general reading. It's also timeless. Take what resonates, leave what does not. If it doesn't feel right for you, I have other timeless readings. And if I don't feel right for you, there are plenty of other readers out there. Last I heard, you don't get banished to the fiery pits of hell for not liking me. Unfortunately, but I'm not in charge. This is your reading, so look for signs that mean something to you, that are significant to you. You know, if I'm holding a card up and describing it, but it makes you think of something else, that's important. You know, what is your intuition telling you about the reading? And I had a question in my mind as I have been attempting to do this multiple times. And the question is, what do we do next? Where do we go from here? So whatever collectively each of us have going on individually, how are we going to proceed? And if my attempts to make this video are any indication, it might take a bit of time, because I feel like we want to do things right. And I don't actually always worry about lighting and stuff like that, but for some reason I really wanted to fix it. It's pretty bad today. Resolve glaring issues. Okay, things that you have been ignoring, because that's what it was. There was a huge glare. And so I have a towel. It's super ghetto. I have a towel taped up on my window blocking the sun because like I was trying to hold the cards up and you could barely see them. And I'm in my Colorado office. That says Texas, but my license plates are in my Colorado office. And it's just something that's been bugging me for a while, the lighting issue, and I just haven't really done anything about it, but it's important, you know what I mean? So I'm getting the sense of that actually came through for me personally as well. This morning when I was meditating to take care of the things that I've been procrastinating instead of getting all of the little things done to feel like, well, I got stuff done. There are bigger things that are not getting done that need to be done first. Okay, but this is your reading. Hopefully that maybe was useful to somebody. 5 of Pentacles. Poverty consciousness, lack mentality. This is coming out as in like a directional card, like an advice card, which way are we going? With the 5 of Pentacles, I think what this is reminding us is to take a rest. They're trudging through the snow, they're injured, probably hungry, and they're passing by a church and they don't even realize it. And within the church, they could probably receive warmth, sustenance, but also a connection to spirit, you know, spiritual care. Okay. I'm gonna do 3. Six of Pentacles. Ask for help, offer help, accept help, helping one another, making sure that our friendships, our relationships are in balance. Do we feel like we're giving more than we're receiving? Do we feel like we're receiving and there are strings attached? You know, interesting because it's going from the 5 to the 6, but balance is restored in the 6, you know, so he's holding the scale. So it's like being grateful, knowing that there is help out there, that you are deserving of things being in balance, rather than kind of being in the poor me energy of that Five of Pentacles card. And the Queen of Swords. And this one wanted to come out. Oh, the Three of Swords. So weird. I was only going to pull 3 cards, but the Three of Swords popped out when I pulled out the Queen of Swords. You know, this is making me think of the Queen of Swords is objective, right? She is the feminine energy, so she listens. What just happened? Oh, that was weird. My screen just popped. Okay, hi. So I'm not going to edit that out, because one of the things on my list that I have to do is to learn how to edit videos. Anywho, she listens. Okay. And I think she's objective. I know she's objective and analytical and logical. But she's looking at this Three of Swords. So what that's looking like to me is being objective about our pain, to kind of like taking a step back and looking at our healing process, the wounds that we have. Where are we acting and reacting from a wounded place? Because, you know, this Five of Pentacles came here. Why I'm like hearing loser. Like, do we just feel like a loser, you know? That's funny. That could be specifically for me. I'll know later when I watch it, but loser is a big trigger word for me. Fun, which is fun. But maybe some of you also are kind of feeling like loserish. But, you know, looking at those reactions, like Gabor Mate, he's a favorite of mine. He has some great stuff on YouTube, especially for getting sober. But it's like, okay. So Gabor Mate has this one talk where he's talking about anything that anyone calls you that you find hurtful is only because you hold that judgment of yourself. So, like, if somebody calls you, for me, it was a loser. If somebody calls you a loser, I don't really anymore. I've kind of like worked a lot on that one, but if somebody calls you a loser, or, you know, a jerk, or a bad person, or a liar, or whatever, if you hold that judgment within you, then it'll hurt you, like literally. And when he said, if somebody told you you were an orange bush, like you don't own that at all. I mean, probably not. I don't know. I don't think many orange bushes watch my channel, but like, if somebody just called you something random, it wouldn't bother you, because you don't hold that judgment. You don't value that judgment within yourself. So we really are responsible for our reactions to what people say to us. Like, even if somebody called me a loser and they really meant it, like, it's kind of funny to me, you know. I'm not gonna lie and say that that there could never be a situation where that might really hurt my feelings. I'm sure that lives inside of me still somewhere, but for the most part, I've worked a lot with that one. I've worked with loser, I've worked with bad mother, I've worked with, you know, all kinds of specific to me triggers. So I think that's what we're doing here, is like, are you having reactions? be really objective about what you're feeling. Another thing that is helpful is I like to visualize. So, and you have to really do it. You can't just kind of do it. This is one of those, like, you have to really do it, but like sit and visualize yourself as like a therapist observing you as the patient or the client or whatever. And this does not substitute therapy if you need therapy, but and talk about your client, you as you. Like, that was really helpful to me to like get objective about some of my behaviors and some of the reactions that I was having and the feelings that I was having. But there's objectivity going on here, and maybe that's why, like, we have this Five of Pentacles. They just kind of are like, oh, this motherfucking snow, and I broke my foot, and life sucks and I hate it and all of that. And but they're passing up somewhere where help is available to them, and once help is available, then we can restore balance and kind of objectively view. If they don't get out of that grumbly attitude, they're just going to pass it by. And so even if you need to take a pit stop or something, if you're in a tough situation, if you need to take a pit stop and reset, that's what I feel like is being advised here. All right, so I'm going to pull few angel cards. Show justice. We have the scales again. So showing justice, that's like showing justice to others, being fair. The Queen of Swords there's something very objective and fair about this reading. Like really looking at our part in the situation that we might be in. I'm trying to get it to refocus. What you see is what you're gonna get with this one. I'm not doing this shit again. My desk is knocking. Love. So show justice, show love, be balanced and objective, be loving, but not, and then we have Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is the messenger, that's kind of what is your part? Are you showing compassion to others? Are you so caught up in your own situation that you're kind of losing your way, You do. Wow. All right. Okay. I had to pause that for a second. Get it to focus. So I keep my own counsel. Well, that's kind of, I was saying, as far as like looking at your own part that you play in where you find yourself. I speak with good intent. So we want to put positively out there. And then I speak positively of others. Because our words come back to us. And we want to put good words out there. Like, this isn't fake positivity. That's not what I'm saying, but don't focus on whatever it is that is negative. Be objective about it. Be like, okay, well, what can I do about this? Be fair to others. Like, well, that asshole cut me off on the highway, but maybe somebody was sick and they really needed to get somewhere. Who the fuck knows? We don't know what's going on with people. Be loving. And Archangel Gabriel being the messenger, it's kind of Archangel Gabriel is like a card of leveling up, of it's like we could be in this period right before a powerful expansion. And before that happens, things tend to kind of contract. And that's why we might be feeling this like frustration of the Five of Pentacles and feeling some heartbreak, but the Queen of Swords is discerning and objective. And she's just like, okay, so there's that hurt there. My ear's ringing. What are we going to do? Let's see what guides are with us. Or what angels. Who's on our team at the moment? Discipline. Master teacher. We're learning discipline. We're learning not to get carried away by the mundane. That for some reason, when I was looking at this, I was like, okay, I do this thing. I'm telling you a lot of the things that I do today. So does my cat. But I do this thing where I'm like, okay, who is the I have a pain that happens in my fingers sometimes. And I'm like, who is the I that feels the pain? And it's so weird because sometimes, like usually, in fact, it'll like go away, or the pain will at least be less, because my ego is searching for the I that has the pain, That was an Eckhart Tolle thing. So who have I name dropped so far? Gabor Mate, Eckhart Tolle, I think it is. I feel like I dropped somebody else, but so master teachers, we're learning discipline. Like we're really learning to learn from our experiences. Like we're taking an assessment of where we are right now. Exhaustion, divine helpers. Take a break, take a moment, take a pause, go inside the church, stop soldiering through, trudging through the snow, keep your own counsel, which is, touch base with like your spirit team, God, universe, speak with good intent, put good things out there that you want to happen. Like, okay, again, we're going to go here. Like, as they're trudging, probably more and more so, they're like, oh, it's so cold, my leg hurts, blah, blah, blah. Well, then if they don't look up, they're just going to be stuck in more of that. So, like, they're only going to feel colder. The leg is going to hurt more. But if they take a break, go inside, they can kind of restore warmth and feel better, and then begin again with a better physical, like in better physical position than they were when they went in, and a better mindset, I would imagine, as well. But divine helpers, exhaustion, like he's taking a break climbing up the stairs, which I think is pretty accurate. Like this doesn't stop. we just keep going, in case you didn't know, until we do stop, and then we're like not here anymore. And we're somewhere else, and it probably still goes there too. Who knows? One moment, and then I'm going to do an outcome. We're just taking one. Community, spiritual. What does that say? Your ancestors are with you. you have guides with you. And when I'm looking at these, the predominant color that I'm seeing blue and green. And blue and green is the heart chakra, blue is the throat chakra. So this is like speaking our truth. And the heart chakra is like unconditional love. So coming from a loving place, not only towards others, but towards ourselves as well. So we're going to do one more outcome card. Three of Pentacles. Teamwork makes the dream work. Find your people, co-create. I'm getting kind of ancestors from that card too. Like you are being cheered on, but this is connecting with other people who, be discerning about who your friends are, be discerning about who you spend time with. Even if it doesn't mean like totally cutting people out or whatever, but if something is bringing you down, then don't do that or like be around that person, especially if you are walking towards the edge of an incline that could go down deeper. Temperance, stay balanced, stay even keel. I always think of this card too as kind of like an earth angel. Anyway, I really do have to go. This might be the shittiest video I ever made. Probably not. Probably not, to be fair, but I gotta get going. 5th attempt. This is it. I love you. I hope you have a great day on earth. Peace. Namaste. Some bullshit.